Name is Laura Beccia. I'm the president of the Italian Society of Schema Therapy, as well as one of the partner of ISC, Istituto di Scienze Cognitive. And today I'm really glad to have opportunity to ask a few questions to Christof Loose from Düsseldorf. Christof is a clinical psychologist and psychotherapist specialized in CBT and schema therapy for children and adolescents. Also, he has an ICST certified advanced level schema therapy and, of course, trainer and supervisor. Over the years, has been conducting many training courses all over the world, including here in Italy with us, with the ISC, sorry. And we have been hosting his course for several years, and now we have always been very successful and well received by Italian psychologists and psychotherapists. So thank you for being here, Christof.
Thank you for invitation. That's great to talk to you and have the chance to introduce myself or schema therapy for Italian-speaking therapists. Thank you so much, Laura.
Thank you. So I would like to start this brief interview with some brief question. First of all, can you describe the main topics that you usually explore during your training course in schema therapy for children and adolescents?
Yeah. So first of all, we need to say that we are dealing with different clients. So with children, with adolescents, and also with parents. So usually when we have problems on the child or teenager side, the parents are also helpless and need support. So the first thing is that we try to help the children and adolescents, but also the parents to find together and to recognize their needs and to understand their emotions. This is actually something what we want to teach them. Why do I feel certain things and why do I do certain actions? And actually to provide them with an understanding. And then we do pretty much CBT techniques from behavioral therapy and help them to cope or to modify their behavioral patterns. So it is actually quite a package, and we have actually for everyone something in our repertoire and try to help them to find new ways for their problematic situations.
So thank you. It's very clear what you say. And also most of the people who attend your course here in Italy in the past were positively surprised by their experiential and practical dimension. Can you say more about that? Yeah. Because your training is very practical. I know that. So can you say more about that?
So actually, schema therapy is an extension of the cognitive behavioral therapy. So we try to help the clients to overcome their problems. But many problems are not only cognitive. Most problems have an emotional impact. So they are struggling with emotional issues, and we as a therapist need to provide them with a practical help how to cope with these difficult emotions. When the therapist is dealing more with emotional issues, he or she himself needs to be well prepared to cope with these difficult emotional issues. So what I want to say is, in the training, the therapist is also learning a lot about him or herself as well, because it is needed. When we work more emotionally with our clients, we need a good understanding of ourselves in emotional terms. Otherwise, we get lost or enmeshed or somehow and a difficult situation which we are not prepared to cope. So it is really important to do some self-disclosure exercises to understand more of oneself in order to provide help for the clients, the children or the parents. Yeah. And in so far we have lots of practical exercises how to help clients with emotional issues, but also to understand ourselves as therapists with our emotional issues. And that is actually necessary, that both sides are on a firm ground to know where do my emotions come from and how can I work with them.
Yes, I completely agree with you. And what about what kind of techniques or clinical tools can a participant expect to learn by the training, your training course?
Yeah. So in general, we, as I said, we understand ourselves as CBT therapists. So we have cognitive behavioral techniques. But besides that, we use a lot of Gestalt therapeutic techniques. That is parts work, or what we call the mode model. So this is what we work a lot with. And we also use hypnotherapeutic techniques like imagination. And on the ground of very emotional or attachment-based relationship building, we try actually to integrate all these different approaches to offer the clients the best of psychotherapy. This is what they deserve, the best of. And in schema therapy, I'm really confirmed we offer the best what is available to help clients to overcome the difficult situations.
So, do you recommend this training to therapists who have just started working with the younger clients?
Yeah, sure. They can start actually. They're supposed to have an idea how does psychotherapy work. So for example, they have a basic training in CBT, but they don't need 10 or 20 years life or therapeutic experience. They can start from the beginning to extend their knowledge that besides the cognitive work, some clients really need emotional help, and there's no contradiction to start early in the therapeutic career with schema therapy.
So, Christof, thank you so much for taking the time to answer this question, and we look forward to having you in Italy again, and maybe we can hosting your next training course, I think starting in September. So, and we are very, very excited about it. So it's a very pleasure to talk with you and to meet you again. And thank you so much, Christof.
I thank you, and all the best wishes to my Italian speaking colleagues. I would be happy to welcome you one day within the ISC trainings, and yeah, I'm very happy to conduct more trainings with you in Italy. So welcome, and see you later.
Yeah.